4 of your 5 top tacklers from a year ago, a team that won the national championship. I think it's fair to have some concerns about, this is a complex defense, as you know. They do a lot. They show a lot. And when you don't have the game reps, you've done it in practice, you're a little hesitant sometimes. And I think it's up to Kirby Smart and Nick Saban to try to come up with a scheme where they can play fast. Because if they're hesitant against Denard, they could give up some big plays. Weird. Even 4-star and 5-star recruits are going to be hesitant. Of course they are. A new system to learn. You know what feels good? Is having a quarterback in A.J. McCarron that you trust, that you can put the football in his hands. Because the offensive line comes back pretty much intact. You look at A.J. McCarron in the national championship game, he was on point. Reading coverages, being able to drop back, feel pressure, step up in the pocket, and take advantage of one-on-one matchups on the outside. But watch his feet in his field. In the first matchup, remember, he's getting a little squiddish. He throws the ball, misses a lot of receivers. You see him on the outside, step up in the pocket, and make plays. And watch this pass right here. 1st and 10, being able to throw the football. That's good coverage by Tyrann Mathieu. That's a better throw. And we talked about limiting him all season long last year. What about when they don't have to limit and they trust him?
Look at this dude.
Continues to play like that. Nick Saban's going to feel
I'm Asian.
Which will help the defense, because last year the offense didn't help the defense at times.
No, if Saban wants his offense, he says to be more wide open. It looked like it did in the Superdome. A.J. McCarron's been told for 8 months how great he is, and that's not a hard concept for A.J. to believe himself. He doesn't need to be helped along with confidence. He's not short in that department. In fact, teammates got to sometimes check and knock him down. And you sense this, Mike. How is he going to play, not just tonight, but the season with that?
I think anytime you have the kind of success that he enjoyed a year ago, you come back to compete for another national championship, the big thing you've got to be careful in doing is you don't want to feel like you have to live up to a certain standard and do too much. Last year he did a great job of just kind of letting the game come to him, not going out there trying to showcase anything. I think he'll maintain that attitude. They're saying he's more of a leader, helping the younger players, which I think is a key, and that's become more of his role this year. I want to watch it because the whole offseason he was told, great championship game. You were the offensive MVP. Got to put that behind. But now what about if he just turns and has to hand it off 20 times a game and he's not getting some touches? Now, you want to be on those numbers. You're not going to put up the numbers, but people are expecting you to. So I think it's important that he still says, I need to play within this offense, hand the football off, and pick and choose my spots. I don't have to do it all. I don't have to.
Yeah, we can't wait for the third Battle of the Bayou, Alabama at LSU.
Oh my God.
LSU, of course, a year ago was playing Oregon here on this occasion. They got the other mean green, North Texas.
Not quite as mean. When you look at this team, it's going to be all about Zach Mettenberger. We've talked about him a lot. Big, strong kid. Can really push the football down the field. If he can limit mistakes with a great ground game and open up that passing attack, this offense could go to the next level, which will help the defense and help the LSU Tigers be maybe atop the championship game again. I want to see what Arkansas has a chance to do, sticking in the SEC, a team that has a lot of offensive skill. Tyler Wilson comes in. Niall Davis is back, so we're excited to see what he can do as well.
Georgia, season of expectations. Buffalo, we won't learn a whole lot, but already Georgia, which is going to be shorthanded for that big game at Missouri, has got some other personnel issues for this game.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to watch Malcolm Mitchell, their best offensive player. They moved from wide receiver to defensive back to fill some of the holes of the suspensions that they have in the defensive backfield. He's going to be important to watch because he twisted an ankle. They don't know what his health status is. And also, Georgia needs to find that offensive identity. Aaron Murray coming back, 3 new stars in the offensive line, and a pair of puppies in the backfield that are going to be running the football, making up for Isaiah Crowell's absence.
Gamecocks didn't look great in the opener in Nashville. Florida, their fans are hungry to get back in the SEC East Winners Circle. Bowling Green is the opener today in the Swamp.
I think the biggest thing there is to find out how these two quarterbacks are going to do. It's one thing to be able to go out and play in the first half. Hey, let's see how you do, and then we're going to give the other guy a shot. But they got some big games coming up. I mean, they're on the road next week at Texas A&M. The way Tennessee looked last night, they need to figure out what's going to happen at the quarterback position right now. And they've made a statement this week that we're going to give both guys a corner, not just see where we are for Bowling Green, but it sounds like see where we are for the beginning of the season. So you talk about pressure on 2 guys today of all the games being played. These 2 quarterbacks in Gainesville have the most pressure on them.
Driscoll says he's okay. Athletically, he was the more hyped guy over Brissett. How do you see that? Competition playing out 1 quarter each guy, and that's a weird situation.
It's a new offense with Brent Pease coming over from Boise State. You would have to say Driscoll, based on what you hear, his physical abilities, probably has the upper hand, but Brissett got a lot of experience last year, too.
And it's also tough to build a rapport with your teammates when you're rotating guys. You don't know who to look to. So I think it's important for one of these guys to step up, and then they have to make a decision. Last year, the Florida Gators played great defense. They were anemic on offense. So we still expect them to have a great defense. It's just going to be who can move the chains and not make mistakes.
Yeah, they had 10 starters back off that defense.
And the offense